This is the moment I realized I was having the time of my life. For my birthday trip this year, I traveled to the US Virgin Islands looking for adventure, and I found it. Just a heads up, this isn't your typical relax on the beach with a drink in hand kind of vacation. Glowing, flying, connecting, exploring, I enjoyed many of the unique activities St. Thomas had to offer, creating an ultimate tropical adventure trip of a lifetime. So welcome to the US Virgin Islands vlog. My journey started bright and early. Well, technically not bright because it was still very dark out. I woke up at 2 a.m. to get on my first flight that departed at 5:35 a.m. and I flew from Greenway to Atlanta. Enjoy the views of my home state of Wisconsin, including the windmills. Then I landed in Atlanta around 9 a.m. their time, which is an hour ahead of Wisconsin since I was going from the Central Time Zone to Eastern Time. Got on the plane train at the Atlanta airport to get between the concourses because my layover was pretty short, like just over an hour. But I got to my next gate on time and I flew from Atlanta to St. Thomas, and oh my gosh, you guys, the views were incredible. Like, look at how gorgeous these islands are. I've never seen water that turquoise before. I landed in St. Thomas around 2 p.m. their time and was immediately welcomed with a DJ and dancers and free shots. No, I didn't take any shots because I had an empty stomach, but they absolutely love tourists and will do whatever they can to make you feel welcome. Hey, we made it! I am so hungry though, and I was hoping that there would be some sort of food that I could eat before I go, but I don't think I see any, so I might just get a taxi and get to my hotel right away. But yeah, we made it! Made it to my hotel room, and I actually paid a little extra for an ocean view, so I'll kind of give you a quick look at that. Oh, cool, there's a door. Oh, okay, so I kind of have a balcony. It's very, very tiny. Like, man. I will give you a room tour in a minute because I really want to get some food first because I haven't eaten in almost like 10 hours. The food places that I can eat at are kind of a drive away. So I have two choices. I can either get a taxi and go to one of those places, or there's Moe's Fresh Market, which is about a 4-minute walk from my hotel. But of course, it just started raining. So there's a break in the rain, so I've made a decision to chance it and take the walk to Moe's Fresh Market. For those that don't know, I have food sensitivities, so I am gluten and dairy free. I just went to the quickest place that had safe food because I hadn't eaten in so long. I got a box of Rice Krispies, which was super expensive. It was $11. Gluten-free pretzels, gluten-free bread, fresh grapes, Gatorade, and a Palm. I also got a big thing of water. And last but not least, my favorite thing, soy milk. Okay, however, I completely forgot to get paper plates, paper bowls, any kind of silverware. We do have cups in the hotel room, but I have no spoons. So I guess I'm just going to drink Rice Krispies for right now. Bottoms up. Now for the room tour. So first, here's the back of the entryway door. Then over to the side, we have the closet with a curtain for a door, and had a safe and a couple of drawers, which I never even used. I used the hangers quite a bit. Then on the other side is the bathroom. There was a nice shelf over to the side where I could put my toiletries on. They also had these wooden window blinds, which were bolted down and didn't open, so I'm not sure what the initial design was supposed to be. I loved the blue tile. It felt very fitting for a tropical ocean vibe. But a nice cute little bathroom. Then we get into the main room, and I had actually a decent sized mini fridge. I've never actually had a mini fridge in hotel rooms that were that big, so I actually really liked that. We had TV and shelves. Then we come over here to the desk. A giant round, very low coffee table. Then there was this nice striking jazzy lime green chair and a nice king-size bed, which since I was the only one there, I got to take up the entire bed. However, I pretty much stayed just to the one side. And then we have our gorgeous ocean view. As soon as I dropped off my stuff in my hotel room, I changed. I went to Moe's Fresh Market. It has just been a very exhausting travel day. I know it's only like 4:30 and I'd love to be able to do some more stuff today, but a little bit much right now, so I'm just trying to deprogram myself right now. I need sunscreen. There's a law in the US Virgin Islands that you have to have mineral sunscreen because it's better for the environment. I wanna at least go out and get that today, and I think I definitely should get some sort of dinner. I just really wanna take the rest of the day today to figure out food, sunscreen, and then relax. I went back to Moe's and found sunscreen, and then I walked along the beautiful harbor right outside my hotel. I just got back from getting Chinese food, veggie fried rice. I just changed into more comfortable clothing. It's like 6:45 right now, so we still have a little bit of time yet until it's actual bedtime. However, I've been up since 2 a.m., so I would love to go to sleep like soon. And I am gonna be just a little bit honest here. I am feeling just a little bit uncomfortable, have some anxious feelings going on because I have to rely on the taxis and it's not something that I'm used to. Plus these taxis can get pretty expensive. Like it was literally $10 to go to the new China place and then $10 to come back. So I have to really strategize how I'm going to get around the island over the next week. So I'm just feeling a little bit uncomfortable, trying to like move through all these feelings. I mean, this is kind of how you grow, you know, you get out of your comfort zone and grow. So definitely having some feelings going on here. I just video chatted with my parents for the past couple of hours. Just needed someone to talk to. I've just been feeling like a little bit lonely since I got here. And like I said, I've been going through like a lot of uncomfortable feelings and growing pains, as I'm calling them now. So I just kind of needed to get myself familiar again, because right now I'm in an unfamiliar city, I'm in an unfamiliar area, like all sorts of things are just so unfamiliar to me right now. I just needed something familiar to ground myself. So I ended up just chatting with my parents for a while, but it's around 9:30 right now. I am ready to finally go to sleep after being up since 2 a.m. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. I slept in a little bit today. My body really needed to reset. So it is actually just past 10 o'clock right now. I just finished getting ready. I'd like to go get breakfast and coffee first, especially since one of the breakfast places that's really close to my hotel, they are closing for breakfast at 10:30, so I gotta get there like soon. Out to go over to the Westin Resort over by Frenchman's Reef because that is where they're gonna pick me up for the night kayak. But the night kayak isn't until way later, but I do just want to go over to the area, check it out, walk around, just that I'm at least at the area. Currently at the Westin. There's a shuttle that takes you from the lobby down to the dock where we're actually going to be doing the whole night kayak tour. But I'm here obviously a little bit early and I'd like to get dinner at some place, but holy moly, I just got over here and I looked over. Oh my goodness, this is a gorgeous view. I'm walking around the Westin right now. I want to go to one of the restaurants that's actually over by Marriott. This is a really peaceful walk, y'all. Like, I can hear the waves rolling. And there's a couple of birds I can hear. We've got some of the villas down there, which are, I believe, a part of the Westin. This is like a really nice, quiet area. I made it to Morningstar Beach. No one else is here. I mean, at least on this part. Well, that feels so good on my feet. My face paint on. Let's see if it'll show up on camera. Ooh, oh my gosh, that looks so cool.
Right?
I'm ready for night kayaking. Just got back from doing the night kayaking, the glow night kayaking, which is so cool, by the way. My butt is soaking wet though. That's the one thing that because they said we were gonna get wet, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I've been kayaking before. Did not realize my whole butt was gonna be soaked. Did not bring an extra change of clothes or a towel. So I had to sit in the taxi with a wet butt the entire time. Oops! Well, I'm back at my hotel now. It's about 9:30. I'm gonna do my night routine and go to bed. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Guys, I have to do a little bit of laundry this morning. I wasn't planning on doing it now, but oh my gosh, the drain won't go down at all? Like it's stuck at this? I guess we're just kind of winging it. So it's about 10 o'clock right now. I also had to do some laundry real quick this morning because some of my clothes were already starting to smell. So I just quickly did that, and now I need breakfast and coffee. It is warm outside today. It's a high of 88 degrees. It feels like 97. Wisconsin has been getting up there in terms of temperature in the summers. We do get some of the upper 80s, maybe low 90s for a little stretch of time, but most of the time our summers are like low 80s. So I'm trying to tell myself that it's okay that I'm not going as much as I normally do. I'm usually that type of person that likes to do so much stuff. Like I only have so much time at all these places that I travel to. However, I have to remind myself that this trip is different. Like first of all, it's a lot hotter outside, so I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. And number two, like I have plenty of other activities. Like I should take some time to relax too. I shouldn't be stressing myself out trying to make sure every minute is accounted for. Plus, you know, it is different because of the transportation. Like I've said, like I'm used to walkable cities. I guess I overestimated how walkable St. Thomas is. That's what I've been learning so far on this trip. Just bought my ticket to go on the sky ride. I had to have a wristband for it. I have a whole card myself. Oh, I love this. Paradise Point and the views are amazing. This looks like the main overlook and literally no one is around here. Like, everyone's up by the bar restaurant area getting food and stuff and no one is over here. Trying to get to Havensight Mall. I took the sky ride down because it's getting pretty hot up there and I'd like to get in some air conditioning. And I know Havensight Mall and point of sale, oh hey, I see the sign that says welcome to Havensight Mall. But I would love to go back up to Paradise Point for the sunset. I won't be able to stay up there the full time though because the last tram down is at 6 and the sunset is at 6:30. My wristband is like a day pass, so I can pretty much ride the sky ride as often as I want. We just arrived at Havensight Mall. Bought some kettle corn because why not? And we are back. Paradise Point round 2. So I came onto the lower deck, so that's the upper one there. This is the lower one here. There was a chair just like sitting over there for a while. That's exactly what I needed because I've been on my feet for like a few hours and really could have used a chair. So I have a feeling I am not going to be here until sunset because sunset is technically at 6:45. It's about 5:50 right now. I won't be able to stay here for the full sunset, but this is as close as we've got. I still have a couple of minutes until 6 o'clock yet. I managed to get on the very last one. Like the guys up there, they were, you know, kind of playful about it, but they were like, what, there's one more? And I'm like, yeah, sorry. And they were like, you're cutting it pretty close. They let me through and I managed to make it on the last sky ride down. I went to China King, which is literally right next to the sky ride entrance. Ordered a taxi to get me back to my hotel. Got back to my hotel around 7. I've just been relaxing and I've also been doing a little bit more research on some other things that I can do for the rest of this week. It's about 10:30 right now, so I'm about to go to bed. And just want to mention it's the last day of me being 28. Tomorrow's my birthday and wow, I have a lot of reflection to do about that. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning and happy birthday to me! 29. I remember asking myself in my Vancouver vlog what 28 felt like and I was like, I don't know. And I can guarantee you now, I know what that feels like. And I think I have an idea of what 29 actually feels like. A few years ago, I learned my worth, but there were some times where I wasn't treated like I deserve. I wasn't treated like how I'm worth. 28 felt like learning what I deserve. Anybody who comes into my life needs to treat me right. Plain and simple. Feels like a lifetime to learn that lesson. And now 29 feels like really loving myself, you know, giving myself everything that I deserve. So that's what 29 is feeling like so far, even though it's only been just a couple hours. But before we go get breakfast and coffee for the day, I need to do a little bit more laundry. I don't know what is going on, but I brought my clothes out of my suitcase and they are like starting to have this musty smell to it. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of laundry here this morning just so that I can have some fresher smelling clothes. Also, one quick note before I head out, like this has been saving me this trip. It's basically like a lotion applicator for your back. So like if you are traveling solo and you have no one to put lotion on your back or sunscreen, because in my case it's sunscreen, this is the perfect way to make sure you get some sunscreen on your back. All right, now it's finally time to go to breakfast. Let's go. On my birthday, a ship named Adventurer. How fitting. Today's agenda, ziplining. Got my backpack all ready and even got my shoes on. Let's go! Just got back to my hotel from the zipline place. Took me a little bit to get back to my hotel because they couldn't find a taxi for me right away. And of course it started raining on us at like towards the end of my zipline, and it's still raining now. But I mean, I kind of like it, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm getting wet, but so what, it's water. I really want to go to the Belgian chocolate factory to get a treat because hey, it's my birthday. However, they close at 5, which is in like 15 minutes. I probably look hideous right now, but you know what? I'm living my best life, y'all. Just got back from getting chocolate. I changed into some dry clothes. My plan was to go to Magens Bay Beach, like bring my chocolate to the beach and eat it there, kind of like how I did in Vancouver last year. However, number one, it's raining, and number two, Magens Bay Beach closes at 5. A lot of places around here close at like 4 or 5. Which is very interesting, except for like nightclubs and bars and stuff like that. I might just stay in my hotel, enjoying the hotel atmosphere, I guess, tonight. I got 4 plain dark chocolate ones and 4 peanut butter dark chocolate ones. They're both vegan and gluten-free. I'm gonna try one of the plain ones first. Cheers to 29. Okay, now I'm gonna try one of the peanut butter ones. I might eat this entire box tonight. Would that be a bad thing? This is such a gorgeous view, guys. Alright guys, just had a chill evening in my hotel room. I journaled a little bit about turning 29 and what that feels like. I also video chatted with my parents for a little bit, so now it's about 9:30 and we have a big day ahead of us tomorrow, a really fun day. So I am going to get some rest and then I will take you along with me for that tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So we have a very fun packed day today. I'm pretty much going to be spending my entire day at Coral World. But before I go to Coral World, I would like to go to Island Love to get some coffee, then head over to Coral World so I can eat breakfast, and then be there for the rest of the day. my first activity is the dolphin splash and swim. So I get to meet and swim with dolphins, which I've never done before. For both of the activities that I'm doing, I'm not able to bring any cameras with me. They will be taking photos and video of us in these, so I'll just have to get those afterwards. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited for today. So we started on the platform where the trainer introduced Cavello the dolphin, and each of us got some photos of Cavello jumping in the water behind us. Then we went into the water, and anytime Cavello swam near us, we were encouraged to put our arms out to pet her. We did a few activities in the water, and I chose to give Cavello a kiss as my first activity. I also did a splash fight with her, and Cavello was very respectful and didn't splash me back too hard. There was a moment where Cavello actually swam up to me, and the trainer had me hold out my hand and move it up and down, which is the signal for Cavello to nod her head. So that was really cool. And my last activity was to pump my arms in the air, which is the signal to jump out of the water. We went back to the platform and said goodbye to Cavello, and she waved with her tail, which was so cute. Overall, it was a 10 out of 10 experience. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we just finished the dolphin splash and swim. So my next activity is the sea trek, which isn't until 3, so I've got some time to walk around the park and explore some other things. But oh my god! I touched a dolphin for the first time, I swam with a dolphin, and I kissed a dolphin! Why do I feel like I'm in holes? If y'all remember that movie, you're a real one. And the path goes this way. Okay, I'm gonna go back the other way because I've learned my lesson from holes. So my next activity was the underwater sea trek experience. It's basically a guided walking tour on the bottom of the ocean floor, about 15 to 20 feet below sea level, and you wear these really interesting helmets. And as we were on the tour, if the divers spotted any sea creatures, they pointed them out to us and even let us hold them. Like, they literally placed them right in our hands. So this first one was a sea urchin, which I recognized from the touch pool earlier. The second one, I have no idea what it is, but it was cute, and its spikes moved. I wasn't expecting it to move at all. And the third one, again, I'm not sure what this is, but it kept sliding off, like it did not want to stay on my hand. And lastly, we crouched down to fist bump the fish. Unfortunately, none of the fish wanted to fist bump me. Aww. We were underwater for about 20 minutes, so not too long, and I will admit I was very anxious for this activity. Like, my body wouldn't stop shaking, and I had to do some breathing exercises underwater to calm myself down. Because the only thing you can hear underwater is the sound of your breathing in the helmet, like the oxygen going in and the carbon dioxide going out. So a little bit freaky, but it was honestly the coolest activity that I did on this trip, and so I am so glad I pushed through to make it happen. Okay, so I just did the sea trek adventure and it was so cool. And now since I'm right next to Koki Beach, I think I'm gonna chill at the beach for a little bit. I'm at the very far end of Koki Beach, so let's go swimming. Worst possible thing probably could have happened. I suddenly lost phone service. Like, I was at Coral World all day and it was working just fine at Coral World. Then I went to Koki Beach and I was there for like maybe 15-20 minutes and it kind of dropped there and I was like, okay, whatever. So I tried going back to Coral World in the area where I literally was this morning for breakfast, and I literally could not get service. and I've literally shut off my phone twice and I still cannot get service. So I can't call for a taxi to get me back. And I flagged down a police officer because they were driving back and they recommended I go to Margaritaville, which is kind of where I'm at now. So I'm trying to find the taxi service so I can get myself a taxi back to my hotel. I just got back to my hotel after being at Coral World and Coki Beach. I still don't have cell service. I don't know what is going on and why this is happening. I'm going to head to Moe's Fresh Market just to grab a few more grocery items, and then I think I might just be at my hotel for the rest of the night, especially with this cell service issue. I have been in my hotel room since I got back from Coki Beach, trying to deal with my phone service issue because after like literally 5-6 hours now, I'm still at no service. I've literally had to go down to the lobby and use the receptionist's phone twice now to call customer service and see what we can do to try to get service back on. So I've literally been dealing with all of that for the past few hours. Tomorrow is going to be interesting because I really didn't have any plans for tomorrow, but I do have a couple of things in mind that I want to do. However, if I don't have phone service, that's going to be a little bit of a struggle here because I need the phone service to call a taxi. Unless the place that I'm going to is able to do that for me, for the most part I've been able to go to some businesses and they'll call a taxi on my behalf, but sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself. I literally don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow now, and tomorrow's my last full day, so I kind of want to make the most of it. I'm gonna call it a night, so I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It's my last full day in the Virgin Islands, which is a little bit sad because I feel like there's still so much that I want to do, but I unfortunately can't do everything, and it's going to be a little bit harder today because of my phone service issue, which I will give you an update on the way to breakfast and coffee. All last night, I was talking to the customer service rep. They had me reset my network settings. They had me update my phone to the latest software update, restart my phone a whole bunch of times, and made sure that my roaming was on. So we did so much stuff and still it's not working. Called again this morning. The customer service rep is also at a loss. They believe there's no reason why I shouldn't have service. Just had my breakfast, so now I'm walking back to Island Love to get coffee for like the 4th time. But it's the one that's closest to me within walking distance. To kind of continue my story from before, I know about Airlo. I would probably use that if I was staying here longer in order to connect to a different carrier. But like, I'm only here for barely one more day. I'm just gonna kind of wing it today, try to connect to as much Wi-Fi as possible. Why is it every time I travel, I have some sort of cell service issue? I made it to the Botanical Garden. I just passed a sign that tells you what critters and creatures are among here. And on the list, I saw tarantulas and snakes. I might be getting way out of my comfort zone. It is kind of cool to be in here with all these tropical plants that obviously I never see in Wisconsin. It is just a little bit creepy and scary to see all the lizards running about. This is like their natural habitat. Another movie reference is reminding me of The Parent Trap. When they go camping, one of the twins puts the lizard on Meredith's water bottle. Not that I'm like scared of lizards, but like they're everywhere. Did you know vanilla comes from an orchid? No, I did not know that. You know how when you're a kid and you like to play like imaginary games, you're imagining yourself in like a jungle or a deep forest or something, and you like to think that you're climbing around all the plants and in the deep forests and stuff? Yeah, this is kind of what that feels like. Holy moly. These leaves are like as big as I am. like 10 cars deep already. So some of the shops around the AH Rise Mall participate in Shop Talk, where they offer free gifts towards the back of their stores. It's basically a marketing tactic to get you to walk through the store and hopefully buy something else that, catches your eye, but you don't have to buy anything to get the free gift. And this is legit, it's not a scam. Like, they literally have these maps along the street that tell you which stores participate and what the gift is. It's my last night in St. Thomas. Kind of sad that my trip is over, or almost over, I should say. I have been staying in the hotel room for these past few hours, like ever since I got back from my walk, simply because we were supposed to be having thunderstorms. They said rain was supposed to be starting at 6, then it got pushed back 7, 8, 9, and it's just about 10 o'clock right now, and I think I'm starting to see some lightning outside. I did some packing while I was in my hotel room, and I've been doing a lot of reflecting on this trip. Checkout is at 10 a.m., so I'm gonna have to get up early and make sure I am ready to go by that time. Good night, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It's about 8:30 right now. I finished getting ready and I pretty much have all my stuff packed up already. I wanted to go to Frenchtown Deli this morning for one last breakfast. I normally walk there, but it is raining this morning. The hotel does have their own restaurant, so I'm gonna go down there and see if they have anything that I could eat. About 9:45. I'm going to head downstairs and check out. My flight leaves at 2:51, so I still have a few hours. Honestly, I would love to go to Lindbergh Bay Beach. It is right next to the airport. I saw it in someone else's vlog that they chilled there for a little bit until their flight left. Unfortunately, I don't think the weather is gonna allow me to do that today. So we might as well just head to the airport and chill there. I literally don't know what else I can do if it's gonna be raining like this. One last view here before I leave. Got to the airport, went through customs and, had my coffee here. Got a coffee from Island Grind. Reflecting back on this trip, I realized I learned quite a lot. And the biggest was probably just, getting out of my comfort zone. From the taxi rides to the activities to the sudden drop in cell service. And I'm proud of myself for pushing through and making the most of every situation, even if it called for me to stay in my hotel room and relax, because I learned relaxation is a necessity. And the adventure portion of this trip, still mind-blowing to me. Like I said, I traveled to the Virgin Islands looking for adventure, and I found it. I really feel like it was my ultimate tropical adventure trip. Each of the activities I did was so fun, and I highly recommend them all to you if you ever visit St. Thomas. I'm just so grateful that this is how I got to start off year 29 of my life. Thank you for joining me on my second annual birthday solo trip. Stay tuned for next year for my 30th.